Hey guys, it's me, Timothy's Hype here on the second channel, and today we're doing another car review. Now these car reviews will be up every single Monday, where we will be reviewing any car in Forza Horizon 3. And today, since we've just earned this car and I really like it, we're going to do the 2015 Porsche Macan Turbo. Like I said, I really like this car, but sadly, there is only two ways to get this. You cannot buy it from the auto show, but you can buy it from the auction house, although they're probably very fairly priced because they're a rare vehicle. Or, if you were lucky enough to go on Forza over the last 2 days, over last weekend, you would have been able to earn it for the Forza Fun event, which I also gave tips on the Saturday. So, let's get into it. This car is it's very good. It's got 400 horsepower, 404 foot-pounds of torque, and it weighs 4,244 pounds. Now it's quite clear that Porsche liked the fours when this car was being built, because there's a lot of them. But no, really, it doesn't have a brilliant power to weight ratio whatsoever. In fact, it's pretty poor for power to weight ratio. 400 horsepower to 4,244 pounds. You see, that's a bit heavy, and it is a luxury crossover, and it's an SUV soccer mum type car. Although I'm from England, we don't really use them types of word. We just call it an SUV sports utility vehicle. Okay, but this car has 265 tyres on the front, 295s on the rear, and it has road tyres as standard. And this shows that this car isn't specifically designed to be any one type of vehicle. That's why you will see me taking it on our designated test track known as the highway circuit, and our designated off-road test track, the switchback trail, because it's a car that can go in both areas. That's, in my opinion, that's what it's built for. That's what it does well in both areas. It is all-wheel drive and it is front-engined. Now this is Porsche actually got their heads around where to put the engine when they were building this car back in 2015, because the engine goes into the front and not in the middle. But really, the all-wheel drive and the traction is where this car shines, because this car can get off the line and it can accelerate at a pretty decent rate for the 4,000 pounds it weighs, with only 400 horsepower it gets. Well, it's given, so it's good at that sense. Now, this car has a really nice engine. Don't understand why they put it in the Macan, but it's a 3.6 litre V6 twin turbo. Yeah, no, it's a V6 with twin turbos in a car that if you were to buy it, costs less than 100 grand, and it's a sports utility vehicle. Well, then what you also got to think about is how they only get 400 horsepower out of a V6 twin turbo. Come on, Porsche, you could have done a bit better there. But anyway, 0 to 60 in 4.2 seconds, 0 to 100 in 12 seconds, 60 to 0 in 142 feet, 100 to 0 in 347 feet, with a top speed of 168 miles an hour. See, this car, strangely, has a lot of the same stats as the Hot Wheels Bone Shaker I took around last week, because that only got 162 miles an hour top speed, so this would be there. And this has wider front tyres than the Hot Wheels Mustang. It can accelerate that bit faster to 60, but not to 100. And it has a bit less horsepower, a bit more torque, but it weighs a hell of a lot more. Now, you've gone through all the stats of this car, and on the road it drives really nicely. It's got great traction. I mean, this blue that I've got it in looks astonishing. Like, it looks so nice. I've got blue as the main colour, blacked out windows, blacked out wing mirrors, and black wheels. Black rims, should I say, because, you know, wheels are, there's some, yeah, we won't get into that field of what you call the actual wheel. It's a rim in reality, but yeah, we're not getting into it. But this car, on the road, it drives really nice. Its suspensions are really nice. It compresses and it can expand, and It can take bumps, and it's not an issue on the road. It can take pretty much anything, and it will keep the driver comfortable. And you'll see I've not had an issue with the car being bounced around if I've like hit off road, or you'll see in the first 2 corners I'm just on the limits of the grip, and I can just get around the corners because the understeer is just non-existent. And that's where this car really shines. It's got such good handling that it can take speed around the corners really well. Now we are here at the Switchback Trail, where you saw me just do 5 laps in the on the highway circuit. You're going to see me do this run twice, once in first person and once in third person. Now this is the first run I did overall, and on the highway circuit, like I need to preface at the start of every video, but I didn't this time, we get 10 laps of the highway circuit, and we get 3 runs of the Switchback Trail. Now before we get into the Switchback Trail stuff, I can tell you that I am quite astounded by where the Porsche came on the leaderboard. It is a very low A-class car. It's A711, so you wouldn't expect it to go any very fast. But I thought, do you know, I'm reckoning somewhere around the Jaguar XES, just in front of the Honda Civic Type R, because this has less understeer and it feels like I can take much more speed. But that would have put it into, let's have a look, 55th place. But I was overestimating, if I'm being honest. It went into 57th. It is second to last, with the fastest time I got was a 1:12.506. It does beat the Nissan Nismo, and it is beaten by the Mercedes-Benz A-Class, but do you know what? For where it is pretty good. Now we're getting to the off-road type stuff. This car is impeccable off-road. It really is. Like, this is not an easy circuit by any means. There is a lot of big bumps, a lot of unseen bumps that you just don't see, and there's a lot of bouncing in. It's all off-road, so there's not much grip. It's only on road tyres, you've got to remember this. But you're always in control. Like, there is never a moment I'm driving this car and I'm like, oh my god, I've lost control of the car. Yeah, it's 4-wheel drive, but there's some 4-wheel drive cars out there that just don't have the control. Say like the Porsche 911 GT2. That I think that's the 4-wheel drive one. That actually might not be. I can't remember. Before the one that was just before this one that brought out the Macan, the car that came with that was 4-wheel drive, and might have been the Turbo S actually. I don't have a Turbo. I don't remember. But that car, you can push it so hard and you just get sliding so easily. But this car, you're always in control. Now, our first run round, we got a let's have a look, a 232.419, and let's have a look where that would have put us in. 21st place, beating the 2015 Subaru STI, but being beaten by the Mitsubishi Evo 10. Now, when it comes to this car, I thought, do you know what, we've not really seen any SUVs around the highway circuit, so we couldn't really put it up against that. I just thought it might do better than the front-wheel drive cars because it's got on-wheel drive. But when it came to the off-road circuit, we have taken the likes of the Bentley Tiger, the Jaguar F-Pace, the Land Rover, Range Rover Sport SUV, SVR should I say, and we took the likes of the Raptor round. Now, if I'm being honest, I kind of thought, do you know what this car relates to most with? It's probably the F-Pace, the Jaguar. Now, that Jaguar got a time of 2:31.585, putting it into 17th place. Now, this is the fastest one we got with the Porsche on the Switchback Trail, and I thought this car relates a lot with the Jaguar because it's always in control. It's got a similar amount of horsepower, a similar amount of weight. In fact, this probably weighs quite a bit less, but has that little less control than this car does. The car can take impeccable speed around the corners. If I had one issue with it, if I had to say one thing a bit off with it, is the gear ratios. You're kind of confused at what gear you should be in at sometimes. Like, there's sometimes around the highway circuit where I was like, I'm in 4th, but should I be in 3rd? But if I'm in 3rd, that is too high in the rev range, so I won't be accelerating, I'll be decelerating because the engine would be automatic the braking. But in 4th, it's not accelerating fast enough. And you do see on the start straight of this that it doesn't accelerate because it's always bouncing and it doesn't get the traction as easy as possible, but it is off-road, so you have to forgive it for that.
but otherwise it does really, really well. Now you will see I get in this run a time of 2 minutes 30.684, so I just beat the Jaguar F-Pace, putting it into 16th place, but I lose out to the Illumi Craft Class 10 race car. But you gotta think, that is a car made to off-road, that is a car made to go really, really fast off-road, and this loses to it by a second. That's incredible. Yeah, anyway, this car review series will be back every single Monday, so be sure to come back every Monday if you like this type of content. But that's it from me, TMD's Hyper, signing out.